September 17th, 2009, south of Spring City. These are the mountains or hills south of Spring City. Here's a house. That there is where you come in from Highway 89. And then here's some mountains around just north of us, or we're looking west here from going north here. That is Nebo. Here's a wellhead. We're on some kind of a little pond, little reservoir. Some kind of shed there. Looking west, north. This is further west, looking from the south side of the 80 acres. It's just a quarter mile south of the highway. But we're about a mile south of the highway right now.
It's actually the 240 acres.
Oh, the 240 acres. And that is 89 down there. Alright. That little house there is right on 89. You can see a car there on 89 going south. So you can see this property from 89 coming up that little entrance there. That's the road going, the highway going north, the new highway 89. And this south of it is where we're at. That's not 89, it's Pigeon Hollow Highway. 89 was down there, and Pigeon Hollow Highway comes up along the edge there. And going south from here is another 40 acres that's completely clear and available. And then this is the 80 acres here. There's trees back there. And going east this way. This is 240, did she say that's available? That house right down there, that little, right there, that's on the corner of the 40 acres that we're looking at going this way. There's quite a few trees there. It's available. Next door they're drilling for oil, looks like. Okay, this is looking west again, that 80 acre parcel, and then going north of here, there's 360 acres with that hill in the middle of it that's available on the right side there. This is looking south, west, and then this is east from the road. And there's a bunch of 40 acre parcels available over here. Okay, so we were just at that goalie over there, and that's actually not the property line. This is the property line right here. This section of 40 is not available, but the 80 south of, or west of here is. And then this is the 360 going straight or south from this gully. This direction includes that hill there and that stand of trees going south that way. And these all are available. There's 40 there, and then there's a bunch of 40 plots going this way, east and south of this road here. Here we are on top of this little knoll on the 360 acre spread. There's 89 down there. And you can see it from the top here. And then there's Pigeon Hollow going that way. And then you've got the dirt road going out this way, along there, going out to Pigeon Hollow there. And over here you can see that house right there. That's the 40 acre spread straight east from the road going that way. You see there's quite a few trees on there. And then their next door neighbor there is drilling for oil or water, probably oil. And you see there's quite a clustering of trees along that 80 acres going, or 40 acres going that way, and then going east from here. There's a view going south from this hill, and there's going straight south. There's Susan over there, and then there's this little hill right here on the 360 acres, and then back to 89 down that way. We're just on that knoll over there. You see on this going north, straight north here, the hill kind of slants to the southwest. There's quite a few juniper trees in a bunch over here, and then over there straight west is 89, back behind that hill over there. There's this big hill over here, and then over on this side it gets pretty clear over in that valley over there. And then there's a little knoll over here to the east, and then it goes back over here where we were. We just came from there. That's the dirt road, and that's that hill we've been looking at. There's a bunch of south facing. This is the extreme north end of that 360 parcel that we've been looking at on the west end of that dirt road. So there's a lot of south facing properties, or hills, that we can build on here. Here we are on the east end of the 240 acres, on the north end of the property, now looking west. So this is looking across the 240 acres, 40 of which we would be looking at getting. You can see it's a little sparse in trees. There's Torg and Renee and Susan. That's the property north of the 40 acre spread that we're looking at. We're on the east end of the first 40 acres from the road. That's the trees from the east side. Here we're more in the middle of the 40 acres. There's that house there on the corner. This is what it looks like from here.
There's your diabetes. It took some kind of brandy box, brand new at home.
This is a little hill with a southern exposure slope. Lots of possibilities there. No water, we'd have to drill a well or do rain capture. This is that 360 acres. Another angle, we're looking from the east, looking west right here. When we're south. Right straight ahead is where the road takes you to 89. Going that direction is a loop, and this road is maintained all year long.